Hey everybody, welcome to today's play call. We're going to take a look at some charts. Before we do that, just an update on the markets. Markets are in rally mode today. Bitcoin soaring, Ethereum soaring. Why? Because basically, number one, we haven't seen any more banks collapse. That means risk on. It means people are willing to get back into markets, get back into crypto. And let's also take a look at what's going on. Inflation data, CPI came out this morning, and essentially it basically told us that inflation was in line with estimates. It means it's not soaring higher like we had seen some previous numbers like the PCE indicator. So that's all positive right now. I think there's a lot of relief that, again, we're not seeing a bigger financial collapse out there. So let's get into some charts, guys, all right? So number one, we're going to look at the Bitcoin chart. Now, Bitcoin, I sold my long in verified investing crypto today. The reason I did it, take a look at this channel. Look at every time it gets to the high end of the channel, that's where it stalls. 3-bar surge, 1, 2, 3. On 3-bar surges in general, that's exhaustion, so I anticipate a pullback here. Now, if we get a bull flag, would I buy back in? Maybe. I'll have to analyze the chart accordingly. I also would consider, if it continues up and gets more extended, even shorting, but the risk reward doesn't give me credence on that short just yet. All right, down here, let's take a look now. This is PacWest. This is one of the banks that hasn't gone out of business yet. Notice the mega size bounce, 3-bar surge. So remember what I just talked about up here. 3-bar surge to the upside. Look, 1, 2, 3-bar surge to the downside. What happens? You get the big bounce. So again, that's just a tidbit of education in this video. I look for these type of moves. It has to be big candles though. You don't look for like little tiny ones like this. That's not a 3-bar surge. 3-bar surge, it means surge, big candle movement. All right, bottom line is, this is showing you that confidence is coming back in. Confidence is saying, all right, maybe the banks aren't all gonna go out of business. Maybe the Fed has stemmed the fear here. If that's the case, this could actually trade back up to this level. Look at this level right here. All this low consolidation, that's my guess of where that's going to trade back to. That'll be resistance. You're looking at $22. Now, would I buy this? Heck no, not now. Not after it's just bounced from yesterday's low of $4 all the way back to basically $17. That's chasing a trade. Instead, what you want to just do is say, okay, if it goes up here, then either I look to short it or I just continue to monitor it and see what's going on. All right, let's take a look at gold. Gold's a big one, guys, and I'm going to flip around here so you guys can see the chart as best you can. Gold has had, look at that, almost a 3-bar surge. I wouldn't consider that to be a surge, though. That's a decent-sized candle, but it's not like these two. Look at the pullback on gold today, just a small pullback. Now, the reason it's a small pullback, why is gold pulling back today but Bitcoin soaring? And the answer is, number one, it was running up on fear. People buy gold when they're fearful. Bitcoin is going higher today partially because the dollar is down, partially because rates are likely coming down. And I do think, honestly, people are moving money out of banks and actually saying, you know what, Bitcoin might be safer in the near term. I also think the stablecoin issue, right? We saw USDC get unpegged from the dollar. What are people saying? Well, why am I holding a stablecoin? I might as well go into Bitcoin. Bitcoin might actually be safer in the near term than a stablecoin. So all of that. But the bottom line is fear coming down. Remember, people are more into risk right now. That means they are looking to sell gold and you're getting a small pullback. Ultimately, gold's going a lot higher per the charts, but you're getting a little pullback today. Lastly, this was a day trade I did in a live day trading room at inthemoneystocks.com. Basically, we noticed that there was a 3-bar surge. There was actually a 4th here, but 1, 2, 3 down on the daily chart on UAL. Look at UAL, again, American United Airlines. Look at that trend line of support. Pivot, pivot, and then it broke out, chopped around, came back to what we call the scene of the crime right here. We bought this right here in the live day trading room. It was easy money. This is how you trade, folks. It's all about finding high probability setups based on chart analysis and then putting yourself in that position. No emotion, be a robot, find the levels and profit. You guys have a great one. Take care.